If you've been thinking about creating your first digital product but haven't quite managed to start yet, what I'm going to share with you in this video is probably the part that's been missing, because most of the advice around digital products focuses on what to create, but not necessarily how to actually begin. Not in a way that feels simple, realistic, and doable this week. Now, if you haven't already watched my previous video on what to sell, I would recommend starting there because that's going to help you get clear on what actually would make sense for you to create. And what I'm sharing with you today builds on that. Now, inside my Plan to Profit system, I walk through this in a lot more detail, from choosing your idea to turning into a simple offer and then growing that into a business that's actually sustainable and aligned with your priorities. But for now, I just want to give you a clear next step that you can take this week. So rather than staying in that place of thinking about it, you can actually start. Now, for most women, the reason they haven't started isn't because they don't have ideas. It's because everything that they're thinking about creating feels too big. It feels like something that needs time, structure, confidence, and often a level of clarity that doesn't really quite feel there yet. So instead of beginning, it becomes very easy to stay in that in-between space, researching, planning, adjusting the idea slightly, and convincing yourself that you are making progress, when in reality, you're just not quite starting. And I say that very gently because I've done the exact same thing. So instead of asking, what's the best product that I could create, I want you to shift the question slightly to, what is the simplest version of this that would still be genuinely helpful? Because that one shift takes the pressure off needing to create something big or impressive. And it brings you back to something that is actually useful. And useful is what people need far more than impressive. Now, one way to make this very clear is to think about the overall result that you want to help someone achieve, and then break that down into the steps that it would take for them to get there. So you're essentially mapping out a simple customer journey, not in a complicated business model kind of way, just in a practical sense of, if someone wanted to go from here to here, what would they need to do along the way? And once you can see that journey, the key is not to try and teach all of it at once. Instead, you choose one part of that journey. Often it's the first step, and that's a really good place to start. And you create something that helps them move through that one stage. And this is where your first digital product becomes very simple. Rather than building a full course, you are creating a small, focused mini course. Something that helps your ideal client get a quick win or a clear result that moves them closer to where they want to be. That might be a talking head video, it might be something with slides, or even an audio style training, and it doesn't need to be long. In fact, keeping it under an hour is usually more than enough. Even better, try it and aim to get it around about 30 minutes. That tends to be a much easier time frame for someone to actually sit down, go through and implement it. Because at this stage, you're not trying to teach everything you know. You are helping them to take one clear step forward. Now, once you've decided what that small piece is, the focus then becomes simply creating a version of it that someone can actually go through. Now, don't look at something being polished or perfect. It just needs to be something that's clear enough to be useful. Because one of the easiest ways to improve what you've created is to let real people go through it. And then you see what actually helps them and what doesn't. So rather than spending weeks trying to perfect something in isolation, you're creating something simple, letting it be used, and then refining it based on real feedback, which is not only more effective, it's usually much quicker as well. And this is the part that can feel slightly counterintuitive, especially if you care about doing things well, because there's often the temptation to include more, to make it more thorough, more detailed, more complete, just to make sure that it's good enough. But what actually makes something valuable is not how much is included. It's whether the person going through it can understand it, use it, and get a result from it. And in the beginning, smaller often makes that far more likely. It makes it easier for you to create, it's easier for someone else to follow it, and much more likely that it will actually be implemented rather than just watched and left. So if you were to take this and apply it this week, the focus would simply be this. Choose one small result from your client's overall journey outline the steps that they would need to take to get there, and then create a simple version of that product. Not perfect, not polished, just something real and that gets results. And if you have the option to do this live the first time, that can actually be even more helpful because it allows you to get feedback in real time. Enables you to answer questions as they come up and to see exactly where people might be getting stuck. It's not always possible, but if it is, it's often the quickest way to shape something that is genuinely useful without having to create multiple versions later. If you would like help going deeper into this process, from choosing your idea to turning it into a simple offer, and then building that into a business that's more sustainable over time and actually compatible with your priorities, whether that's your faith, your family, or just the way you want your days to look, that is exactly what I guide you through inside my Plan to Profit system. You can explore that through the link below whenever you're ready. But for now, I want to leave you with this. You don't need a perfect plan to begin. You don't need everything mapped out, and you don't need to create something big in order for it to matter. Very often you just need to start with something small, clear, and genuinely helpful, because that's what creates momentum. And that's what's eventually going to allow you to grow a business that fits your life rather than competing with it. And if you are at that point now where you're thinking, this sounds doable, but I am still not sure what I would actually create, then I would recommend watching this video next, where I walk you through how to decide what your first digital product should be in a way that feels clear and aligned.